twist your fate. If you wish to kill, you are still beautiful, precisely because I do not possess you. You being dog.
Yeah, I'm glad. Finally, it's not crashing. I put in all this effort for this one guy and finally fixed that damn bug. My name is Kim Woo-jin. That's her for today's overtime. I'm a game developer. Console Game Development Studio. RU. In South Korea, known as a wasteland when it came to console games. RU appeared like a storm and pumped out hit games one after another. Soon enough, it became a studio that everyone in the world knew about. The game I'm testing right now is a AAA game that RU poured all of their investments and profits into it until now. In other words, we're screwed if this game doesn't do well. The essence of this game is that its difficulty and story will change depending on the player's choices. Maybe that's why, despite the fact that it's the single-player game, its highly advanced AI and named characters have been getting a lot of attention from the community. On top of that, there is surplus of classes like Knight, Mage, Explorer, Demon, Demon Hunter, Noble, Keem, and more. Thanks to all of the different roles, players have the freedom to be whoever they want. In other words, if this game does well, we'll be swimming in money. But at the same time, if it flops, the studio's going down with it. I'd better check the character settings again. The reason I've been working overtime for the last few months is this guy right here. The main character of the episode I finally managed to clear the Butchround. 𝐀𝐓𝐂𝐄𝐑'𝐒's death. Detruline von Greyhan Eucaline, one of the intermediate bosses of this game, and also a named villain. There were countless errors we had to fix because of all the routes possible with this character, and I finally managed to kill him without anything going wrong. The reason for his death in this route is stabbed wound by fiancé. Well, it makes sense considering everything he schemed.
Woo-jin, how's the test going?
This person is the team leader of the development team I am in, Ju Ara. She's also my ex-girlfriend. We had been together for 7 years. We felt happiness in all the time we spent together and all. I'm naturally lazy, but unlike me, she's a born workaholic. Her ambitions helped her become a better person. However, we broke up in the end. I ultimately couldn't change despite her efforts.
I heard you were struggling because of the bugs.
6 months after that, I heard she had someone new by her side. I guess it's going well with your new man.
Huh? The rumors spread so fast in the company. Well, I think it's going well.
It doesn't feel good to hear it from her. I hope you get married to him then.
Stop being so petty and keep at the bugs. And you're gonna need to make some changes. Some things were changed on the story's end.
Again? Every time. Are you sure he's an intermediate boss? He seems really killable.
Well, that's both the game and 𝐀𝐓𝐂𝐄𝐑'𝐒's charm. The more the scenario progresses, the stronger 𝐀𝐓𝐂𝐄𝐑'𝐒 becomes. The difficulty of the game depends on a player's choices after all.
I guess so.
But did you know? The model of this character was you.
What?
Did you not notice it? You two look alike.
I only met the artist like twice.
That's why I killed him as soon as I met him in-game.
Why?
Your personalities are similar too.
His last words are "you bam dod." Hardly similar.
Well, enough chit-chat. How's the game experience?
The game itself is fun, but I don't like that the fate of the studio's hanging on this game.
You don't need to worry about that. It's definitely going to do well. The gameplay trailer was a hit, no?
Isn't that your little boyfriend over there?
Ah!
Look, he's waiting for you. It's already so late. What are you doing? Don't keep him waiting. Go to him.
Yeah, I will. Good luck, Wurzer.
Goodbye. I'll test this 𝐀𝐄𝐑'𝐒 again. Man, the artist is harsh. You're telling me this guy is me? 6 attributes? In the combination of WizKid and average mage. When he was a child, the 𝐀𝐄𝐑'𝐒 was called a magical genius and put on a pedestal. However, he was just like any other average mage, and because of his arrogance and background of nobility, he ended up with the worst personality. Would he even be considered human? Well, he is supposed to get stronger as this scenario goes on, but he's already surrounded by those who hate him. Can't we put another attribute or personality trait? Something that isn't too conspicuous? You're supposed to be modeled after me, so let's see. Attribute comprehension. Is this something like empathy? Yeah, it becomes someone with more empathy than me. I may as well add visuality. This too, maybe. This is nice. And this. I ended up just adding all the good ones that look good. But now that I'm done, I feel a bit ashamed. I'd better revert him back to how he originally was before a problem occurs. I'll just raise that. Jeez, that scared me. This is the story writer? What? Right now? The window? What could be outside the... Oh. Huh? Just... what the hell is that? The sky? It's as if there's a hole in it. What the heck is this? Where am I? Who is this?
So, child, do not forget. Be wary of him. Always. 𝐀𝐄𝐑'𝐒 is no tame man. He may be hesitant now, but he can do something at any moment. He's just downplaying his own talent right now. He is a vile villain.
Up. Get up. Get up right now, 𝐀𝐄𝐑'𝐒. How long are you gonna sleep? How can you call yourself a person?
Please, calm down.
Ah, I see. It's been a few days since I possessed this body, but it still feels like a dream.
How long are you gonna stay cooped up because of some woman? Are you trying to shame the entire household or what? Help me with the papers here. Get up and move if you don't want to be in fire.
After the day, the strange-looking sky appeared.
I woke up in this strange body, in a strange place. It's already been a week since then. I'm in the world of this game I made, it seems. The somewhat familiar scenery has made that certain. And the worst character in the game? Who cannot escape death no matter what? A man fated to die. I became the villain, 𝐀𝐄𝐑'𝐒. It's already been a full week since I rocked up here. At first, I couldn't believe any of this was real. Like the vividness of everything finally made impossible to deny. Maybe I died when I was hit by lightning, and now this is some strange afterlife. Well, whatever the case, I ended up trapped inside the very game I was working on. And of all characters, I became him. The one at the center of everything bad. Dikke line von Greyhand, 𝐀𝐄𝐑 in every single route the player can take. He's the cause of endless problems. Everyone's enemy. To make matters worse, I don't even know when I landed in the story. Even though I know how much mana assists in the system, I get to realize it can actually run out. The document I found came from the original Bikolai. And the woman who calls papers at me half asleep, turns out she's my half-sister and also the head of the 𝐀𝐄𝐑 family. And the woman she mentioned, it's most likely Julie. Looks like I have to teach a class today. I need to go. I've never stood in front of a class in my life. Still, it's a good chance to learn about this world. More than just surviving. I need to stay involved with the storyline. That quest text that hovered above me this morning. Along with Jeriel's pushing this. It's clear. I need to play along for now. One wrong move could still get me killed. Especially if it's Jeriel I messed up with. And I can't overlook the stored points. What am I even supposed to teach? Doesn't matter. His body has a special perk, comprehension. I actually gave this skill to Dikke when we were developing the game. Just to make it slightly more relatable. It's rare and valuable. Something that only appears late game. It probably has a secret effect too. These clothes. This bathroom. And that it feels familiar. But I know how to use it. Like second nature. It's like I've been living this life forever. Wearing anything else would feel strange. Like these tailored, noble garments. It's as if this world is confirming that this body now belongs to me. Even how I speak has changed. A stiff, formal tone that used to feel unnatural to me, now it just flows out. Though my main mission is still gathering intel. Walking toward this lecture hall just feels right. I'm supposed to be this refined, high-ranking nobleman? What a joke. I'm just Kim Woo-jin, a regular guy from South Korea. Tall, sure. Decent looks? But really, I've been called a lazy disappointment more than once, even by my ex. So yeah, no matter how deep I get into this role, I won't forget who I really am. I won't drop my guard. Never. I've never ridden in a luxury vehicle like this before. Thinking about expensive rides makes me remember about my ex's boyfriend. If I ever get back, I'll fuck him up. Wait, who is...
Good morning, Professor.
Are you a wizard?
You furious?
No, I'm just kidding. I thought this was material for my lecture. But a speech I'm expected to deliver it word for word, even has every bit of information I need for the whole class. Honestly, I doubt the real 𝐀𝐄𝐑 ever prepared this. Someone else, maybe this assistant, probably handled all of it. Still, nice work. Did I just break somebody? Shock. I feel sick. What's happening to me? Am I starting to absorb 𝐀𝐄𝐑's personality? Back at the manor, I felt something unfailing, as if his thoughts were mixing with mine.
We've arrived, Master.
So this is my new workplace. The address matched the one written in that letter. It must be... Thera Lecture Hall, right? Greetings. I am 𝐀𝐄𝐑 von Greyhand 𝐀𝐄𝐑. I will be leading this course as the head professor of the Magic Tower. Time to begin the lecture.
We finally get to see Professor Dikke teach. I've heard he's a master when it comes to spell interpretation. He was a child prodigy, eh?
You so good looking and smart too.
At last, we meet. The enemy of my father. 𝐀𝐄𝐑, you trash bastard. My father took his own life. He had spent many years studying the art of spell interpretation, But after someone manipulated and drove him into a corner, but trauma shattered him completely, he eventually fell into despair and died. That person, everyone referred to him as the interpreter. And yet, I couldn't stop any of it. After my father passed, everything fell apart. I lost it all. My noble title, my family's honor, even our land. I became an orphan with nothing left to call home, so I made a vow. I swore I would get revenge on that wretched man. After making that vow, I poured every ounce of effort into getting accepted into the Empire's Royal University, because that's where 𝐸𝐿𝐻, the man who ruined my father, was a professor at. None of the other students, Mother Chua. They don't realize that interpretation magic is just a smokescreen. It's built on deception and it destroyed my family's legacy. That man, he took what was rightfully my father's. This position he holds now should have belonged to him. I want to reveal everything, to expose his lies and destroy him here and now. But I have to wait. Truly bring him down, I need to prepare. I need everything to be perfect for my revenge.
Now, the lecture begins. Let me introduce myself. I am the head of this magic tower, a monarch mage who manipulates elements. And I am 𝐸𝐿𝐻, the professor delivering this special lecture. There are a total of 11 ranks for mages the monarch is worth. Today, we'll start with the basics. In magic, there are 3 main attributes and 9 types. Attributes are the roots, the source of all magic. The 9 types of magic include summoning, spirit, destruction, support, enchantment, manipulation, ductility, bewitchment, harmony. To think this would be so much easier than I imagined. It's my first time attending a real lecture like this. I barely know the theory, but just by reading from a page, I already grasp everything so clearly. Not only that, but overpowering grace draws everyone's focus to me, and the traits of elitism, presence, confidence, commanding attention, they all come naturally. Current version of 𝐸𝐿𝐻 has the traits of a great teacher. Now, let's talk about mana storage in the body. For mages, mana is usually stored in the head, the best place to visualize spells. For knights, it's stored in the heart, flowing through their blood vessels to enhance their strength. Lastly, there's the inner core, a fusion point for internal and external mana, and the most universal place for matter storage. The point is, hard work is important, yes, but if you lack talent, you must find your strength, your path, and commit to it. That's something about 𝐸𝐿𝐻. To be honest, he doesn't have overwhelming talent. His current mana level is only 3,375. Meanwhile, a renowned mage once recorded their primary mana capacity at 30,000. It's ironic. He's preaching something he should be the one listening to the most. End of lecture. Finally, this last part of the script feels odd. Should I really read this line? If there was the original 𝐸𝐿𝐻, he wouldn't have read this sentence. Are there any questions? If there aren't,
Professor 𝐸𝐿𝐻, a unknown spell was discovered in the dormitories. It's assumed that it was the actions of the devil. But what does a professor like yourself, the so-called brilliant spell interpreter?
Are you really from the university's magic tower?
Pardon? Why are you asking that?
If you are, then it should be second nature to give your name and affiliation. It will not answer questions coming from a child that can't follow basic etiquette.
What? Professor?
Sorry, kid. I got no option. I'm low on mana and the comprehension perk takes too much to use. Even though I was just following the script, I used up 1,300 mana. I don't even know how much mana I would spend on a spell like that. Seems like she wanted attention. Didn't work in her favor, huh?
Please wait. The magic tower doesn't want to analyze it, saying it's just rumors. I'm sure if it's you, then you could probably feel it the type of magic it is. I request for you to interpret this spell. There's currently people analyzing this as we speak, but we've had no progress. If you could give us a hint.
No need for hint. It's a bewitchment type barrier spell. It looks like somebody wanted to trap you guys. It's over.
What an annoying bastard. I was going to prove that his spell's interpretation skills were... well, I was ready to show him up, but he caught me off guard and made me look like a complete dumbass just because I didn't say my name. I nearly died of embarrassment. Still, he was flustered. He said it was basically a bewitchment spell, and bewitchment magic is not easy. It requires complex parameters and strict casting conditions to identify it instantly without seeing any of those. I just bought the unknown spell that had been drawn on the dormitory's front door last night. Honestly, it was a bit chaotic, but its true purpose was to improve our skills. Who's the idiot now?
Farine, about that spell at the dorm's front door yesterday. After going with the real barrier idea and recomposing it, it turned out to be right.
Huh?
So cruel. We didn't even have the nerve to ask that scary professor, but you were brave enough to say it out loud.
No, wait, that magic really was a barrier?
It really is. Don't you think the Killian is truly incredible?
There weren't any parameters, but how did he know that was a bewitchment? No way.
Thanks, Farine. We're going to write a report about it, and we'll put your name on it.
Oh, okay, please do. He was probably just lucky. He guessed and somehow got it right. I just improved the Kunia's reputation for absolutely no reason. The lecture that guy is teaching this semester. Okay, there's a saying. To know your enemy and you'll win all your battles, right? I can't falter now. I'm going to see his ugly mug from now on. Just wait, the Kulian. I'm going to expose you for the fraud that you are.
That could have ended badly. The moment I looked at that spell earlier, my comprehension skill kicked in automatically. Just seeing that tangled spell circle drain all the mana I had left, I couldn't even grasp what the spell was supposed to do. Even if I had double the mana, I still wouldn't understand its principles. I'd seen her many times in my moniker, Julie von der Freyden, my fiancée.
Long time no see. I'm fine, despite you breaking that promise we made a week ago.
Promise? I don't recall. What promise?
Are you trying to run away again? Like before?
It's better to avoid this right now, if you'll excuse me.
Promise me that if you stay true to yourself and confess your arrogance and lies to everyone, I will stay with you, even if the world falls apart.
All right, I'll do as you wished.
Looks like I was wrong to trust you. You may go. My engagement to Dickerline was arranged for Gain, a talented mage, a gifted knight. A union between our houses benefits both politically and genetically. No one objected to the engagement. I didn't love them, but for the good of the family, I went along with it. But then they discovered he had no real talent. Maybe he never had it, or just refused to admit it. He claimed to be a genius, over-analyzing spells, and even became a professor. After an accident, he stopped achieving anything and faded into obscurity. I suspect both families wanted to keep it quiet, avoiding public shame, but I couldn't forgive that. So you agreed. Are you really going to keep that promise until the end?
The Imperial University is the top school in this game. Its magic department is the best, like the Seoul University Medical School in Korea, and the magic towers like Seoul National University Hospital, a beautiful campus. Well-kept gardens, it felt like an American college. When Kim and I worked hard to create this atmosphere, it would have been nicer if I could enjoy it in someone else's body. It was the kid from earlier. Thought it was an ambush at first. Oh, it's Zoro.
No, it's Alan.
Oh, my bad.
Professor, he's the list of this year's new mage sponsors.
The magic tower operates like a research facility and needs funding to develop magic. Professors sponsor new majors if they find them promising. One name is Glowing in Gold, must be the Kulian's perk. She has a wealth and sharp insight, a money magnet. There were others, but hers stood out the most. Iferain Luna, she lost her father due to decline. According to the game developers, yet she had no sponsors. Maybe people feared what I'd do if she got one. Still, she's strong enough to come to the tower without attending academy. Iferain Luna is Decline's enemy. If I let the game play out, I'll die again, no matter how. Stabbed, poisoned, bombed. His death is inevitable. If I want to survive, I must make a different choice. One the original Decline will never have made. Alan, turn this in and grab me a few books before heading home.
Yes, sir.
I need money to survive. Most of the death routes can be avoided with money. I must invest in a niche to make money. That's not enough, though. There are multiple named characters who hate me. They will do anything they can to kill me. So what I need right now is a way out. I need strength. best way for me to survive in this world is by becoming stronger. But at this rate, the 𝐸𝐄𝐄𝐿ian's talents are only average. I won't be able to respond properly to future threats. I do have one advantage, my attributes. The 𝐸𝐿ian can't control all 4 elements, and when you combine earth, fire, and metal, you get his rarest attribute, the Midas touch. Because of this metal manipulation, I'm able to control levitating blades. I first need to learn manipulation. I'm going to train in object manipulation. As I focus, the concepts of the basic telekinesis spell flood directly into my brain. It's as if I've constantly memorized it and can now cast the spell without a chant or scroll. Seeing something from the game manifest like this feels surreal. Still, this is just the basics. Even high-ranked telekinesis alone won't get me where I need to be. So, the best way for me to survive in this world is by becoming stronger. But at this rate, the 𝐸𝐿ian's talents are only average. Even high-ranked telekinesis alone won't get me where I need to be. So, what if I layer the magic circles on my entire body? My body could overload, the side effects could be brutal. My current mana is at 800, that should be enough to get a taste. Instantly, pain explosively, pain worse than death. But I endure, I don't groan, I don't scream. That's the elegance expected of a noble. At this pace, it will take about 2 weeks to cover my entire body.
This is different from what the upperclassmen told us.
Where even is Professor 𝐸𝐿ian?
He told us to study by ourselves on the first day. What kind of irresponsible guy does that? What a jerk. Who's that girl? Sylvia von Josephine Illode. She doesn't recognize me. Seriously? 10 years ago, House Illode surrounded our manor with troops, fearing me and my father's potential. They threatened us, and now she pretends not to know me? What's this? I can feel mana being drained from somewhere. Hey, what are you doing? Can you hear me? Are you ignoring me? Why won't you respond? Wait, why are you pretending like you don't know me, Sylvia? There's no way you forgot. After all that, after threatening my family,
I don't know you.
what? Are you talking down to me?
I don't know you, but I do know your father. At Eric and West up Norble, out he's dead.
What did you just say? Say that again. I dare you. I dare you to say that again. I've told you to repeat yourself. You insulted my father. I'll hang it. What's that line? That's a void. My mana and her mana collided earlier. Now it's sucking in everything around it. No discrimination. Wait, hey, that's going to explode. Run! If it goes off, the fragments will burst like bullets. Everyone here will die. Did it stop? And why were the fragments suspended mid-air like that?
Attention, everyone. We'll end today's lecture here. Everyone has said those who caused this commotion, they leave.
I'm cooked.
You're here first, chairwoman, had Professor 𝐸𝐿ian. As expected, your dedication sets an example for all mages.
Professor Ratlin and Rilling, thank you for coming on such short notice.
Of course, but tell me, who dare lay a hand on a lady of House 𝐸𝐿ibe? I heard had Professor 𝐸𝐸𝐿ian handle that matter.
They're sucking up. Professors here know how to survive in politics. The results of this disciplinary meeting were all but decided already. I have to change the outcome. Besides, the villain's fate had begun to manifest. If I can't shift the outcome, I die.
How dare you cause the disturbance of this school? So why did you fight?
I can't say anything. Someone's watching.
What kind of joke is this? Do you have an inferiority complex? Know your place at Hareen.
Do you think you were blameless in this incident? Sylvia, Vaughn, Josephine, Millade, did you truly believe you bear no responsibility? You could have prevented the accident, but you didn't. Maybe your abilities weren't what everyone expected. Maybe you wanted her to take the fall.
Professor 𝐸𝐿ian, are you saying the victim should be blamed? It's the attacker's fault, not the defender's.
It's my fault for letting this unfold during the lecture. Professor 𝐸𝐿ian, do you want me to take the blame?
Not. It wasn't savory, that's all.
That's enough. Kids argue as they go up. They just became debutant. So let's simply let this one go one time.